Hey everyone, Andrew from 518 Guitar here. As we all know, it's time to install some great practice principles in our playing. This is an optimum time for us to learn how to practice effectively to make the most of our time. So what I'd like to present for you today are a few very simple left and right hand synchronization exercises. These are the types of exercises you can do to stay engaged on the guitar, play something that doesn't require a whole lot of forethought, and just basically bring your hands to guitar gym. So without further ado, let's get into our 3 exercises to help sync up your hands. So what we're doing here, we have a movable pattern, and this pattern is something you can apply on any string from any fret. It's a wonderful warm-up. It's different than just playing the chromatic scale, and what we're doing here is actually using one string and we're looping a series of 4 notes at one time, like so. Shift, 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 shift. Of course, we don't want them to be broken up in that manner. We want them to be fluid and legato, like so. That right hand never stops moving. The right hand never stops picking. When your pinky reaches the 12th fret, you can end that string and start the next one. So the idea here is to work your fingers so that, number one, don't let them fly away. Okay, so many people in their warm-ups go, no flyaways. The second is to use alternating picking. If alternating picking is difficult for you, right now would be the time to stop and work on even playing just one note, alternating the pick down and up. The third thing is to use a pick that's the right size. I teach learners of all ages, and most everybody just goes with the picks that came with their first guitar. Those picks are going to be usually inappropriate for what you're learning. I like to go with smaller picks when I'm going to be playing a lot of single note stuff. As you can see, that just fits right on the tip of my finger. When I'm playing chords and strumming, I like to sort of go with, especially on acoustic, a nylon pick. So this is the Jim Dunlop nylon, and the thickness is 0.88. They make a 0.73 as well. Okay, so this would be considered a medium to medium hard pick. This is a medium to medium hard pick, but it's very small. So being that it's small, it allows me the option to have complete and total control over it. So one more time through, a little bit faster, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that on every set of 2 strings. Exercise 2, we're going to play what we just played, but in one position, and we're going to loop it. This can get really crazy sounding if you can get it somewhat fast. Here's an example. We're going to play 5, 6, 7, 8 on the string 1. Shift, 9, 8, 7, 6. Over and over again. It sounds a little crazy. It reminds me of, basically reminds me of like the sound you might see if there's a fly or a bumblebee in a movie. So to do this, let's just walk through it together. Again, keeping your thumb flat and relaxed behind the back of your neck is so important. Keeping a nice arch in your hand as if you're holding a softball, and your wrist has just a little bit of a curve or bend in it. Here we go again. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We want to play it legato and prevent stopping. The idea is to find out how long you can do this for. How long can you do it without losing control? If you're not using a metronome, or a click track to look at your practice and gauge your improvement, then I would say you're probably wasting your time in working out single note things like scales and actually trying to tie things together. You have to know on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis, are your tempos improving? So here we go, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... The third example is going to be playing an arpeggio. An arpeggio is basically a broken up chord. Here I'm going to present to you a diminished arpeggio, okay, using what's called a whole tone half tone scale, but we're only going to be plucking out particular notes from it. So it's going to go... The way this works is we're basically playing... but we're kind of breaking it up. So here's what I'm playing. On string 6, I'm playing AACC. That's frets 5, 5, 8, 8. On string 5, I'm playing E flat, okay, G flat, G flat. That's frets 6 and 9. On string 4, I'm playing, that's going to be AACC again, and that's going to be frets 7 and 10. And then on string 3, I'm playing E flat, G flat again, and that's on frets 8 and 11. Then when I jump to string 2, I have to make a change, and we have to skip fret 9 entirely. And on string 2, I'm playing 10, 10, 13, 13, which is another, you guessed it, AACC. You can use your third finger or your pinky to play the second of each note on each string. And then the last string is, I bet you know what it is, the only other set of 2 notes in our pattern, E flat to G flat. And then the last little lick I did, F, E flat, G flat, F. And that's going to be 13, 10, 14, 13. Here it is slowly. Each note twice. Again. Thanks everybody for making everything such a success. Please remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be rolling out more and more things to assist you as we have more and more time to stay at home and work on our craft. I hope everyone is well, stays healthy, and have fun practicing.